Welcome to or welcome back to my humble abode in these YouTube streets. Now, have you ever found yourself thinking, if I could just make it through this current difficult season in life, oh, I would just be so happy? I'm sure you have because we all have. But also, what if I told you that you can actually come to a place of happiness and contentment, regardless of what this season of life looks like? I personally don't like the cold, but I have come to realize that even during the dead of winter, there is within me an invincible summer. Meaning, no matter what this season looks like, I can still find a place of contentment and peace. Now, if it were up to me, we would just have spring and summer year round. But since it's not up to me, I have come to learn to adjust to each season and give each season what is required of me if I expect to grow through that season. Make yourself comfortable and let's chit chat for a few minutes about finding contentment during each season of life. And let's start by identifying what contentment is and what it is not. Contentment is not complacency. Complacency is a negative state of being where you lack motivation, you may be stagnant or failing to find growth through your current season. Contentment also is not settling and it's not giving up. It's not pretending that everything is okay when you know that everything is not okay. But it is about adopting a mindset that even though this situation is messed up, I'm not going to be messed up about the situation. It's about choosing to be in a place of peace and having a sense of satisfaction with the things that may be going right instead of choosing to point out everything that's wrong and finding dissatisfaction with everything that may not be working in your favor. I want things to change, but I don't need everything to change in order for me to feel whole or at peace. Now, let's break down each season and what they look like because they all look different and they all require something different from us if we expect to grow through what we go through. Starting with spring. Spring represents new beginnings. Now, this may be a new career, a new job, a new starting a new hobby, a new relationship, a new home. Everything is exciting and new. Like we're a little bit uncertain because we know that we've planted seeds, but we don't know exactly what that flower is going to look like when it completely blooms. But we're excited about the possibilities because we expect something beautiful to blossom. Just go through the process and trust that everything is going to turn out. These seasons of life require for us to embrace the process without rushing it and trust in the process. Trust that the next season will be summer, which most of the time represents a season of abundance. During summer, everything is popping, things are working in our favor, that relationship is going good, our career might be going good, our finances are good, we're accomplishing our goals, and things are going as planned. It's like those seeds that we planted blossom into just what we expected it to look like. Now, during this season, it's easy to continually want more. But during this season, it's important to remember, like the quote says, be where your feet are. Like, enjoy what's happening right now without being so quick to try to rush into the next good thing. Don't worry about the seeds that you planted before in spring that didn't come up exactly how you wanted them to, or the leaves that are going to fall off when autumn comes because autumn is coming. Next, we have autumn. And autumn is a season of release. This is a season a lot of times where we're going through transitions, where we're having to replace things that no longer fit or no longer serve us. Some things are ending and making room for new things to begin. During this season, pruning makes sense. You have to clip away those old leaves for new leaves to come in and grow. These seasons require of us to be at peace with releasing things. Trust that the leaves that are falling from your branches are just part of a natural process. And then there's winter, where there's a season of stillness. And sometimes this is the most difficult season. It may appear that things are not growing or just flat out dead. But this is actually when those roots are growing deeper. This season requires for us to rest and trust in the fact that even though this is a time of stillness, growth is still happening underneath. Now, we have to stay mindful that each of these seasons, though they look very different, it's also important that we don't get caught into the comparison trap. It doesn't serve us to compare our winter to someone else's summer You may be in your winter season at the same time that someone else is experiencing summer, but we all go through the same cycles. Just the same as your winter is going to end, their summer is going to end. So don't get caught into making comparisons. Now, let me share some things that help me to remain in a state of contentment during whatever season, no matter what's going on. I practice self compassion. Be gentle with yourself. The season that you're currently in, a lot of times, are something that you may not have dealt with before. And you are doing your best to make it through that season. So just be compassionate with yourself. Try journaling, the good and the bad. Journal when things are going in your favor. Journal when things are not going in your favor. Journal the things that you may have done to get into that situation. Take some accountability. Write it out. Make sense of it. That's the way that you grow through it. Another thing that can help is taking a social media break every now and then, especially when we are trying to get out of that comparison. Another thing that is helpful is to be continually mindful that this season too shall pass. It's the winter season for you or the summer season. It is going to pass. And last but definitely not least, in fact, it's probably most important, remember God's promises. What are your favorite scriptures? What are the things that God have spoken to you in your moments of stillness? Do you need to write them out on a sticky note and post them to your mirror so you can see them every day, or post them to your refrigerator? For me, Psalms 91, it just feels like a hug from God for me. Like I can read Psalms 91, put the cover over my head, and feel like I'm literally under God's wing. It has gotten me through so many moments. So, whatever your current season, whether it's spring and you are planting and growing, or if it's summer and things are just popping, everything is lit, if it's autumn and you are letting go of some things, or if it's winter and things are still and quiet, every season matters. Remember what this current season is requiring of you so that you can remain at peace and content, not complacent, but content. And that's it from my little corner of the internet for today. Until next time, be sweet, but keep it spicy.